Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday, Friday. It's Friday.
I'm always off to the
Cheers.
side.
Anna and I are getting ready for the holiday season, drinking some hot chocolate. I made you hot chocolate because I had nothing else ready to go. So you're going to have to thread your own needles, cut your own wire, all that good stuff.
That's okay. I'll take the hot
I
chocolate.
boiled water and I poured powder into it, so it worked. You have folly nails too. We both sporting some folly nails
I do.
and feeling very festively fall. I held on until last week because the weather was really great this week a little bit and put my sandals away finally into like the back cubby.
I wear flip-flops as long as I can.
And it is cold now. It is cold and rainy. It's actually not that cold. It's like 50 degrees out.
Yeah.
But it's rainy and it's not pleasant out today.
I'm excited about this box.
So good, good. So we're going to play with the box. So what are Anna and I going to do? We're going to introduce for you the projects that are from the November kit box, and then we are going to design with the treasure box. And you can see not all the treasure doesn't even fit in the treasure box.
Every time we come on here and do this, I always think, like, I am so pale.
Just
a random comment.
I just keep
looking at myself.
It's like, the dark hair.
Man,
It's the dark hair. Also,
white.
2 weekends ago, I couldn't walk because I was out all weekend playing Frisbee. But I got a lot of sun there and actually got burnt. And I'm starting to notice those lines and wrinkles as I'm getting 40. And I'm like, stretch that out. Why is that wrinkle always there now? Why is my frown line always there? And I think it's because I do things like get burnt and forget to bring sunscreen with me, or wear sunscreen in the morning and then sweat all day and forget to reapply. So there you go. So I'm still holding on to a little bit of the tan from them.
Yeah.
All right.
My wrist tan, and that's about it.
Perfect.
My wrist and ankle.
Perfect. Look how tan your wrist is compared to your ankle, compared to your face.
Oh, it's not even anymore.
We'll do the fake out with mine. It's a little bit.
I think people can see where it's attached. Okay.
All right. So now that you're having fun with us,
like 3 minutes of our time
on the fun. All right. So this month's kit box, you got 3 projects, and we went with the.
You just completely cut me off.
I did. I just cut in.
Not that I'm
come on over.
Here, but
there you go. So we did. Don't spill your hot chocolate on my keyboard. All right. This is the subscription box for November. So if you just got yours or you didn't get it yet, sorry, folks, but all the videos already came out anyway. And the idea was giving you versatile pieces that you can use almost as separate components if you want to. Somebody make this into a pin. I think it would be great as a pin. And it uses those fall colors that I actually resist using a fair amount. And then when I make something with it, I'm like, oh, these are really, really pretty.
I have to admit that black and red or gray and red is something that I stay away from. It's just not like my color combo because I don't wear it.
Yeah.
But it's very
eye-catching.
It's eye-catching. Yeah, it's stark isn't the word, but it's yeah.
Keep going. I'll let you find the word.
I need to Google. I need to thesaurus
what that is,
and then I will come back. Yeah.
So I made red, which I hardly ever do.
Striking.
There you go.
There we go.
Made with red, hardly ever do, and it's very fall looking. But also, as we get into that holiday season, we're like, hey, this is also holiday. This bracelet, while making it, there's like 4 different times where I say, and you can stop here if you want, and you can keep going if you want. So it's a really nice, simple design that looks complicated.
When you flip it, I do love that there's more contrast here, whereas when you flip it over in this way, it more blends together. So it's
reversible.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it definitely is reversible. You can go from one to the other. So this is the cranberry bracelet, thinking about Nathan's favorite portion of the Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, it's like it comes out of a can. You only buy it once a year. You're like, this is available.
Would you like a slice of cranberry?
Yeah, it's so weird.
I think that someone in my family actually does it. They just slice it. And
my family does that. You get the round can shape.
You don't mush it up. You just get a slice.
Yeah, and Hudson the other day was like, I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I love that purple stuff that jiggles that I get a slice of out of the can. And you think in your head, this is available all year. Why do we only think to get this weird thing at Thanksgiving. So bizarre. So bizarre.
It
So-
wouldn't mean as much if you did it all year round.
Correct. So this is the cranberry sauce, just the cranberry bracelet. But yeah, the cranberry
And it
sauce with
jiggles.
and it jiggles. So there you go. It can jiggle too when you're working out. Not that much. But
Oh.
one of the things, if you're not a bracelet wearer, you got some really great combos of colors to make this into a necklace too, and just do some basic stringing or anything like that. And then same deal here, you can add in some of your beads if you want to into the chain. So the chain itself is one project, and then the pendant, which can also be a pin or
Or if you want to make well, we didn't give you enough to do, but you can
do
do
like the
earrings
earring
if
style.
you really like the. I would do something here like drop down some rounds and then end with that, so it's like a cool swing earring.
Also an ornament. We're
Yes.
into ornament season. So this was the Super Duo twine chain, and it's quite possibly the most simple version of what you can do with Super Duos.
Yeah.
Going in and out, connecting the two. And the color combo that you gave me to work with, I wasn't sure about it at first, and then I loved how it all came together
Yeah.
with all of their different colors. So to go with your cranberry jello, you've got your twine that ties the turkey.
I knew you weren't sure about it, but I knew you were holding back.
I was holding back on it. But yeah, this reminded me.
Ironic that it's the same
Ironically,
colors as
it's
your
the
sweater.
same color as my sweater that I was holding back on. Irony that I can wear this today out of the studio now that it's done, and I can put it on.
And it matches
perfectly. So you can use this as a multi-wrap bracelet. You can use it as a necklace. You can use it by itself, or you can throw your floral feast pendant on it. So if you didn't realize, the theme for this month was Thanksgiving table. You got your cranberry sauce, you got the twine holding the turkey together, and then your floral arrangement that is at your feast. So, da-da-da.
Okay.
So these 3 kits you're going to get. If you do want more, if you want a box and you didn't subscribe yet because you love all of these 3 kits, you can do so and subscribe for the kits. After the end of the month, these all go into independent projects. If we have any left, they will become
any left.
But
Yes.
there's often the case where we don't have more of
Yeah,
the kits
they've
left.
actually done very well. So I don't think we're gonna have any more.
Yeah, so this one here during the video, just to let you know if you haven't checked it out yet, I showed that you can basically just tuck this down and also make a fantastic ring out of it. And then I love the idea of having it like up here as a little brooch, just do
Yeah.
a little pin back on it.
We
Lots of different
also-
options.
We've added a ton of daggers into our Potomac Pick section. And so if you like this and you want to try some different colors, check out the daggers because there's a ton of them. Different sizes, different shape, or not different shapes, but
Well,
slightly
different,
different,
yeah,
like longer,
lengths.
shorter, fatter, squatter, fat,
Wider
squat,
and smaller and stratter and squatter.
all of the dimensions. Yeah, I like a squat dagger too.
Little squatty dagger.
Little squat dagger, yeah. So, yeah, but check out Potomac Picks because there's tons of dagger options in there.
And the Potomac Picks today, if you buy 3 or more, you get 50% off of them. So literally 50% off. So it's a great deal to go in and see what are there. So there are no pictures at all for the new things that are added. We're working on figuring out why the pictures aren't loading on the Potomac Picks. So give us a little bit of time. The developers are checking it out right now if you don't see the photos on the Potomac Picks. So just
Yeah,
make
and
sure.
some of them have been added so recently that our photographer is literally working on them right now.
So
that's
But
another.
if you dagger check,
yeah.
you can have that in it. So this is the kit box. And then in addition to the kit box, each month we make a treasure box. So I'm going to shift these guys over. We're going to bring this
And we
back a
try
little
to
bit.
make the treasure and the kit very different because we know there's a few people who get both. So we don't want you to get a lot of the same thing.
And this one is the Twilight Bloom, ushering the charm of a blossoming
Hold on,
Twilight
let me
garden.
read it. I'll do
okay,
a
go
better
ahead.
job than you.
You do better. Go ahead. Ready?
Usher in the charm of a blossoming twilight garden to your jewelry creations with a soft blush of gentle pinks, regal and elegant violence.
Violence. Violence.
Violence.
Violins. Violent. Violent.
Violent.
Violent.
I was determined to do a better job than you, and I
Keep going.
screwed that
I'm
up.
enjoying my hot chocolate.
And an infusion of vibrant rose that ignites feelings of passion and vitality.
Ooh.
Wield this palette of slender and dagger beads, reminiscent of flower petals, lucky ladybugs, and elegant pearls to create jewelry perfect for a moonlit stroll.
All right. Whoa, Anna. going in there. She had fun writing that. So
Oh,
here we go.
like I wrote that.
Somebody wrote that.
It's always a group effort.
It's a group
It's
effort.
like a hot potato. Like who's gonna
Who's
look
gonna
at it
write
now?
at it?
Who's
All right.
Who's gonna edit it now?
Here we go. Use cranberries in pecan pie. Cuts the sweet. That sounds
Ooh, that
delicious.
sounds really good.
That really sounds different.
Yeah.
Clara, I am coming to your house
Wait,
for the
cranberry-
Thanksgiving
Oh,
leftovers.
relish. Oh no.
Like the cranberries. Use cranberries in it. So you could do like real cranberries, boil them down, and then throw
cranberries
them.
in the pecan pie. I
Yeah.
thought you said pecans in the cranberry pie.
You could use pecans in the cranberry pie too.
Never had a cranberry pie.
All right, ready? Whoop. Here we go. We're opening the box. So the first thing is that you got something that wasn't even in your box. I'm guessing this was just in the bag next to it.
It was in the bag, yes, because obviously it doesn't fit in
It
the box.
doesn't fit in the box. So we gave you a long nose pliers. Now I want to open these up and show you what they're going to be used for versus what they're not going to be used for. So in these here, you are looking at a multi-use plier. And this one here, you can see has the little jagged edges in it, has your cutter there, and has those flat jaws that go up together one next to the other. When it has the jaws inside of your pliers,
inside, yeah,
those ridges,
little teeth,
the little
ridges.
teeth inside of there, you want to know what you're using that for. So this can work with crimp tubes. It can work to pull crimp beads together. Some of the wire working, you just want to be careful if you have a thinner wire because this is going to create little bends in the wire.
Yeah, because anytime you press down, you're going to transfer some of the inside texture to what you're working on if it's a surface that's malleable and soft like a wire. So you want to be careful about that. But they are a really great tool for just having around the house as well. Obviously, you can use them for jewelry making, but also I just think it's a really cool thing to have if you need to, like grip.
If you need to grip
Yeah.
anything, this is the plier.
That's what you're going to need.
So the reason I was showing it with a beading needle is because sometimes your beading needles kind of get stuck in your felt or get
I
stuck
was
up your back.
just having that problem earlier.
Me too. And I broke a
I
bead and I
grabbed-
wanted
yeah.
to yell. The last clip of the video, I broke a bead. So one of the videos coming up, you can see in the cover issue or the cover photo, if it's missing one bead. I tried to sew it back in and I broke the one next to it. And I was like, forget it. I'm done. Because I was being stubborn and trying to use a size 10 needle where it shouldn't have gone through a 15 for like the 4th time. Don't do that. But when you do need to pull the needle through, or if it gets stuck inside of a bead, or you need to hold onto your reamer, these are great because it has that little gripper on. So you get a whole plier in your kit box. So that is awesome.
Yeah, and it's great because like you said, it also has that cutter in there. So it's also just another great pair of cutters. Great one just to kind of take you on the road too, so if you don't want to bring all of them.
Yeah, I put some like useful pliers in my car and like tuck them into my bags.
Yeah.
And this is one that when I need it, then it's small enough for jewelry making, or I could use it to do something else. So, all right. So let's unpack my,
Let's go
what is
for
it called? My charming blossoms of twilight.
Twilight bloom.
Blooms and my violent violins of violets. All right.
Okay,
let's
get to the beads.
go. Let's get to the beads.
Okay. Just start here.
Yeah, let's just start there. So go ahead. I'm going to move it off to
Like
the
I've
side.
never done this before for some reason.
All right, we'll get closer
Okay.
with that one. We'll show them individually
This
close.
is a really nice, like opalescent gray, but when
The
the
facets are gorgeous on that.
yes, it's kind of tiered. I think on here, did I call it rondelle? It's called a check glass rondelle bead. It's really like a stepped bicone.
Yeah, the middle is table cut. So the middle of the bead is table cut. It glistens and shines like crazy. It's hard to
It
get
has
the
like
full
a
shine in it.
lantern kind of shape to it.
Yeah, and see how it's almost like Anna said, that opalescent. It almost gives you a gemstone look
It
to
does.
it.
Yeah.
And let me pull out what I think would go nicely with that. And what you could also do for
We
your
gave you more
floral
daggers,
face. We give you more
yeah.
daggers. So in case you're like, oh, I don't like the red, or I'm not crazy about the gray, you can easily switch them out to other colors. So this is a really, really purple. Like this is gorgeous.
This was actually my favorite dagger. We didn't have enough for stock. I just gave it to everybody in the box. So
It's like a
that's
line in
one
the
of the
middle.
things that I really enjoy about doing the treasure boxes is we can put things in there that
Or limited
are
quantities.
limited quantities, aren't necessarily going to be available in the future.
These are absolutely gorgeous. They have the lines in
Yeah.
them and those different colors going through.
Yeah,
Really, really
every
pretty.
now and then you get a
Get a little
little
tiny
guy.
I
Yeah.
like that actually. These are really pretty. They have that extra line. They're hard to see if I can get
Yeah.
even closer for you to see.
And this is
the
a
color
great
variants.
color for this time of year because you add a little bit of that like chartreuse and yellow to it. You add a little like all those colors of mums, like
Yeah.
a lighter pink.
Oh yeah, this reminds me of that
And
could be a cool mum color.
Yep.
So we've got the daggers that go along with, and you're getting a full quantity of that. Then we have going along, I'm gonna start designing as I'm pulling out to go along with those pieces. These are also really cool.
Yeah.
They're check filigree teardrops in pink and purple. So let's see, I haven't seen these before. This is fun because I opened up the box and I was like, oh, this is all brand new.
Yeah, and purple is a good color for this time of year because you can purple, burgundies, all of those sorts of colors, and the oranges they go well together when you use them together.
Yeah, and that drop goes straight down through.
Yeah, and if you do embroidery, this is a great centerpiece for something, a great center, and then you can build up around it.
Yeah, and then bringing in some, I don't know what to pick next. I'm designing as I'm going. All right, let's talk about, because we just talked about the whole shape.
This is oh, okay. I thought you picked something else up. These are some amethyst hearts.
Again, perfect for kind of gift giving too. The hole goes through the top, so you can just bring your wire through the middle. And they have that pretty little box. This box made me...
You can do something with like the daggers.
Oh, coming off the top.
Yeah, coming off the top. Like the purples, the rich like fuchsia colors, all that. Yeah.
And I love that this box, and I'll show the full quantity because I'm only taking out a handful of the next ones. I love that the box is completely like a different color than last month. So last month you got
we try to kind of
more earth tones and
yeah.
what was it? Campfire was the last box.
That
so
was
this
September.
one's a lot.
October was more like Halloween-y.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was the Halloween box. So this is going completely separate from the last two and getting some of these different color mixes in.
Yeah.
And
black. Black is always good for this time of year because you can mix it in with so many different things and add that darkness to your projects that we see a lot of that this time of year.
And if you're making your garden, they're really cute. They're like a cyan
black, but
if you hold them up, they're garnet.
Hold them up, they're garnet. Yeah, they're just very, very dark.
Yeah, so if you're using them as earrings, then that garnet shows through. Yeah, they're a dark garnet that goes along with them. Those little ladybugs, so cute in that. They make me want to continue my garden as I'm growing my my Twilight garden.
Yeah, so obviously Twilight garden because we've got these grays and blacks, but accentuated and punched up with all of the pinks and purpley little apricots in there. So like,
I like that I can already pick out people that I'm like need to make Christmas presents for. That I'm like, oh, these would go great for Christmas presents because
it's a great for Christmas presents. Yeah.
And these are a twisty bead.
Yeah. So I think
that's the best way for them.
They're called twisted nuggets. I think on the site, I made item numbers for these. So we do have extra of these that are going on the site, as well as some of these in other colors. But some of the other colors are very limited. Like I think we maybe got 70 of one. So like
okay, so when they're gone, they're gone.
When they're gone, they're gone.
They stack up cool.
Yeah.
They stack up really cool. Well, I like how they set.
Yeah, you put a little bead in between, and it looks like in little nuggets, like gemstone chips or nuggets.
Twirling back and forth when you're working on them. And then we have, speaking of working along with some nuggets and chips, I like the look of leaves with chips as well, too. Yeah. So these are a very light, they go really well with those. I'm going to
show you which bead I like it with.
Oh, I like them with that, too.
Oh, yeah.
They add in just that little bit of kind of a nice neutral leaf with them. Oh, yeah, the amulet bag. You could use a lot of these on the bottom of the... Oh, this would be gorgeous on the bottom of an amulet bag, too.
I like this color with it.
Yep. So here's your next item. This is a strand of Potomac pearls.
The smoky gray with the...
Is this a full strand?
It's a full strand.
Wow, nice. Full strand of some 3mm pearls.
Apricot is beautiful for this time of year.
And it matches with all of everything. It also matches, just thinking of it, like looking at it here.
Again, it's like
we have a green
colors.
ribbon with it. Again, going with that green color. So, so pretty. So you get that full strand of pearls.
Yeah.
Then
I love this with the gray. Look how pretty that is.
It's really pretty and soft.
Yes.
It would go with, what do you know? You're matching your outfit. And then you get a full pack of the cup buttons that match
This
too.
is the color that we don't actually have online. It was discontinued.
This is just a box exclusive.
But I might end up putting it online because we do have some extra.
Those are pretty. That apricot.
Yeah. This is, yes, all of these colors right here are great for the fall because it's all those like mum colors.
Yeah.
Like
And then you
the,
get that little bit of
mhm,
sunshine. These are
yeah.
really cute little butterfly
There's,
beads.
yeah, a
Same
couple little
deal.
butterflies,
Getting
yeah.
those Christmas presents for certain people that you know that you're like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, these are perfect.
Those would be
Dropping
good
down
if
the
you
little
wire
earrings.
worked, did wire wrapping or something around them, because they have a nice flat surface, and they're also, there's not a lot of surface detail to them.
They're
Really, there
when you hold
isn't.
them up, like they're
So
like
they're just
that
like
light
begging
pink.
for you to embellish them. They have little stripes going through them.
And then some crystal bicones in the
Mhm.
light rose
Mhm.
AB color. Going in and putting some of those in there just to show our color
Mhm.
palette. We've got some more funky check glass beads that I like. And these are the first thing I picked out. I was like, oh, these are cool. They're
Yeah.
frosted lila check glass nuggets. They are the most unusual shape of check glass I've ever seen.
They look like sea glass.
They look like sea glass,
Mhm.
exactly. And that wintry, that fall sea, actually, this is my favorite time to be, the last month, favorite time to be at the beach when nobody's there and the waves and the water is really loud and you can just kind of sit there. And the purple beach glass is like the prized beach glass that if you ever find it, the purple is the prized glass.
Yeah. And the purple and peach look nice together. Again, this is like, it's fall, but it's very unexpected fall because we didn't include a lot of like browns and greens.
Because you got them in like the last two boxes.
Yeah.
Brighter.
And
I like it.
Yeah.
And
But these will complement a lot of the other colors. These were just super fun.
These are heavy and they're awesome
Yeah.
one at a time for purse fob. Like
Yes.
same deal. Christmas ornaments, hanging these
Yep.
down from the
You
bottom of the
just
ornaments.
need, or create a tassel ornament.
With your full tube of seed beads.
Yeah.
And
With that
then
galvanized, even, yeah, you get a whole tube of galvanized eggplant seed beads. I think this is really cool to do, like loop at the top, come down, do a whole bunch of strands, make a cool tassel.
And I think it'd be cool to hang this
Mhm.
from it and use this as the top of your key
Yeah.
fob, these hammered brass rings.
Actually, you know what I would do?
What would you do, Anna?
I would take these.
Mm-hmm.
I would hang my hearts down.
Okay.
Look at the brass and the amethyst.
Well, that's
looks
pretty
really
together.
nice together.
And then
Yeah.
you could make a matching necklace
Mhm.
with your
Yeah, with your
loops.
hooks.
So you have your hoops, your loops. If you're a wire worker, you don't need those figure eights. Use those as links for earrings too. They're a great use for earrings.
Yeah.
And then you also got, in addition to that, you got stretchy string too.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a lot of stuff in this
You
box.
got a lot, like you got extra stuff like the pliers and the
Stretchy string.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great deal for
Yeah.
all of this stuff in the box here. All of these beautiful things. All right,
Mhm.
so we've got the stretchy string. I'm going to put that back.
Yeah.
We've
I
got my
love this.
loops.
I would take some wire and wrap that on
You can,
there.
Anna.
And that...
You can.
I'm like, what am I doing?
I want to make earrings
look at
out of the
that. That's
frosted.
fun.
That's cool. I want to make earrings out of the frosted nuggets. Okay, Anna and I are going to design a little bit. So you get to
For a
see my
little bit
messy.
because we're
We
busy
are
gals.
so busy.
Busy gals.
Next Tuesday, hopefully that is the date, you will need to change your password at potomacbeads.com because
So we're hoping Tuesday.
we're hoping
Okay.
Tuesday because potomacbeads.com, we are getting a new website on Tuesday. I say Tuesday, give us till Wednesday or Thursday just in case. But we were hoping to have it a little bit sooner. There's some things that developers have to do that we're kind of at a holding stance for, but it is coming. So you will need to go in and log in next Tuesday and re-log in. The search feature, which we'll be working on, is amazing. Like the search feature on the new site is really cool. I love it.
Sexy.
And it
really
is.
sexy.
It is amazing.
If the search can be sexy.
If it is, it's great. So I'm really excited for that. I don't have a ton of brass wire, but
gold.
you got
Gold's gonna
gold.
look better.
All right, I've
I
got.
like the gold.
I'm just gonna selfishly make myself a pair of sea glass earrings to hang down from my Huggies. So if you haven't gotten Huggies yet, I would recommend getting Huggies. I have just the plain rectangle forms in here. And that's because I had to take off my other ones to put for a photograph with Justin. But I've been using the Huggies and working with them, and they have been amazing. And you can go in and you can see exactly what you want to make and make a whole bunch of different things to hang down on it. I'm
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
great
thinking I
because
just want
they're
to see bead.
interchangeable. So once
Yeah.
you can make a whole bunch of charms, and then you've got one pair of earrings with the Huggies with a whole bunch of charms, and then all of a sudden you have infinite numbers of earrings.
Yeah. So I want to highlight the
That's also
purple in the sea glass.
that's a great Christmas gift. Is you give somebody a pair of Huggies with a whole bunch of different charms.
That
A whole
is
bunch of
a
different pairs.
beautiful Christmas gift idea.
Yeah.
The band, it sounded like a band name that you were creating, the whole bunch of Huggies. Like, I'd go see a band that was called the whole
bunch of Huggies.
The whole bunch of Huggies. So with the Huggies, I need to make my loop a little bit bigger. So you can see, to make my bigger loop and have it still be centered, I'm just kind of rotating my wire back through my round nose pliers and then bringing that wire down around. And am I going to spiral it? Sure, I'll spiral it around one time because I don't feel like cutting wire then. And there we go. I really like these because, again, like Anna said, they remind me of sea glass. And the beach
And
is
an
like my
unusual
happy
color
place.
Sea glass too.
Unusual color, unusual cut, just like that nugget. These are so cool to wear on your ears. So, use them for travel because sometimes they change your ears. For travel, you wear them
on your ears.
On your ears. So don't knock it.
I've used earrings on my wrist.
I've used the Huggies as a pearl shortener as well.
Oh,
and used it
Great
to
idea.
I had a necklace that I was wearing that it was a little bit long, and it was one of those over the head necklaces with my chain. So I just took my Huggy and I shortened it.
Oh, cool.
So here is, if you're looking for, what you looking for? A wire cutter?
Oh, I got it. I'm just.
All right, so there's my new set of earrings to wear. Each one I make a new set of earrings to wear each time we do the unboxing. So there's what I did with my nuggets of them as well. And then, yeah, you just put them on whatever you want. Close it up. And there it is, hanging for that day. Love it. All right, so I'm going to put these on the same Huggy to show you that you can also do multiple things hanging down from it. And there we go. I'm going to put that to the side. All right, so there's my Huggy earring. What do you... I've just made like 4 different projects with 3mm pearls. So I'm 3mm pearled out, but the positive of that is the month of December, my goal is from December 1st through December 25th to try to give you a tutorial every day.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It is, the pressure is on. I'm going to try to do a tutorial every day, even if it's just something really simple, or if it's me going live and doing a simple present gift idea. But a lot of them have the 3mm beads on them. So keep that in mind for your 3s. I think I have a needle and thread here. Yeah. Ooh, I like what you're doing. Are you, I don't know what you're making it into. But
I don't know either. I have an idea, but
okay, I'm going to use my bicones. And I'm going to do a triangle weave. So let's see here. I've got my bicones. Anna's hiding off screen. Let's see what Anna's making. Anna, here, ready? You want to see our messy work area? I'll pull it back a little bit. Let's see what Anna's making.
Do that. No,
I really like those. You could stick something on top.
No, I got a different idea. I got a different idea.
You got different ideas?
Yeah. I really like, this heart with this. Just
simple.
Yeah.
Stick it on your Huggy.
Yeah.
Put a little bead on the top if you want to.
It's a really pretty pendant. And then you seed bead necklace. That would be really dainty.
I am using my wire working skills with a bent needle. But I'm using thread and needle to do my wire working technique. Why won't you go through the second bead? Sometimes you have to talk to your beads.
Oh, talk to my beads all the time.
Oh my goodness. Yesterday, right at 4:30, I was all happy with myself because I was getting my last project video done and I broke a bead on the last clip. And I walked into the office and it was like, "You okay?" I was like, "I don't want to talk about it." I was like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Casualty. So I'm doing my crystals that I'm creating a little bit of a triangle with. And
I'm trying to work something out. So
you're trying to work some magic.
Okay,
Anna's working off screen because she's working on some magic. And I am going to
not promise any.
I wish I had some plain thread, white thread on here because you're gonna see my gray thread through. But hopefully I'll give you the conceptual idea of using the bicones to create a triangle. So ready? I'm going down this way. Here Here's the bicones just with thread and needle.
Oh, yeah.
And then I didn't think about it, but I should have that. I need to come out somewhere and make a loop for an ear wire. And this can just be for a jump ring to loop onto. I just did a little CB loop. You can also do this with wire. So here's just the littlest loop. So that way you can put your jump ring right into the middle there and have your loop to connect to. It also kind of looks like a grouping of grapes. And bring your wire down thread or wire down here. And I wanted to hang something from the bottom and I forgot. So now I'm backtracking, getting more thread through. And then let's go like this. I thought this bead was really, really pretty. I like the very pale combo of a lot of these beads.
Yeah.
Like it's the understatement of the
like
colors.
Smoky, like I'm struggling over here, not gonna lie.
With words?
With everything.
With everything today?
With my life. No, with the beads. Because I conceptually know what I want to do. Oh, look at you. You got a little pretty princess.
I do. I've got a little pretty princess to stick on my earring. And I'm going to go back up through. If I had white
I figured it out.
thread.
At least conceptually, I figured it out what I want to do.
Okay. You doing some twisting?
I am doing some twisting.
Okay, so I'm liking how this actually is sitting almost like a triangle here. And I want to play up on the triangle. And come down.
No, don't ask me yet what the advantage over bead weaving is. What I'm doing.
So what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
I
ask
won't
me.
ask.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I know that it's different.
Different
and
enough.
I know that I like it.
Perfect. That's all that matters.
And I know that I can improve.
I just want you to be happy. That's part of me with this is like I should be
time.
doing this with wire. Wire would be like a more polished look.
Yeah, we should be
So they like our nail polish today. Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just
So the guy who did my nails actually was like, I'm going to put sparkles on one of your nails. And I didn't find it.
You're like, all right. I'm feeling like I could use a little bit of sparkles.
I wasn't necessarily feeling it, but I also wasn't feeling like fighting it.
I got pretty much almost the same color as last time. And she's like, you like browns? I'm like, this one's not brown. This is purple.
It's brown purple.
It's brown purple. Okay, it's brown. It's like, yeah, I like the neutrals.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I got her. It's the same place that I'm going to, but it was the first time that I got this girl. And she's like, what do you do? And then I was like, all right, how much time do you have? Let's talk about videos. And then they always are puzzled when I say, they're like, what do you do? And then she's like, you need fake nail on this one. And I was like, I don't care that it's a little bit lower. She's like, your hands are on TV or your hands are on video. Like she pulled up the video. She's like, I'm going to put a tip on that one for you. I was like, I don't care. Make them look pretty.
Oh yeah. They're like invested in your nails.
Yeah. It makes you think of the squirrel from Ice Age wearing a tongue. I get you. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a pretty one right there. Just a pretty little design. It's off to the side. I'll fix that. All right. What else do I have? Oh, I got the key fob. Did you use your other loop?
I wanted to.
What are you making?
I don't know. I got to think that through. So I'm moving on to something else. But,
okay.
Yeah, but what I wanted to do was with all these daggers, I don't have enough wire, but make a little flower.
Yeah, you could make a flower.
Yeah, but then I need to come up through with something.
To make a turkey.
Maybe pick up. I wasn't going to go like that.
She wants a turkey.
Okay, it does look like a turkey.
Now she wants a turkey. There you go. Hold on, where's my cup button? You can step right back out your wire. It's the prettiest turkey that you've ever did see.
I think it needs to go the other way, right, for feet?
Maybe. The cup kind of looks turkey-ish. It's actually really fun, like key fob.
Tuned in to see.
Look at that. It's actually fun. It's fun. It reminds me of the Fantasia, the dancing hippos. For some reason, this just reminds me of the dancing hippos. They have the little skirts on. That you have that with it too. So,
there you go.
All right, I'm going to, as we speed bead. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not a great speed beater.
I really love these daggers.
I need thread and needle is what I need. I'm forcing myself to use wire only because
I didn't get needles ready.
Don't.
So
well, and then I had an idea. And now
well, you're using brass wire too. which has been in here forever because it is a pain in the butt to turn brass wire.
Ugh.
This brass wire has been here for a long
So
time.
you know what? We can use a thread needle.
Go for it.
Thread needle.
Thread your needle. All right, I'm going to take 3 of these daggers because
And
I
it'll
really
actually
love the
accomplish
color of them.
something. Okay. You got needle. I got needle. Okay.
You can use, I've got head pins. I've got needles. Here's a needle.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 daggers to me are what sits best at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Like when you're coming to the bottom of
Yep.
something, if you want to hang them down, 3 kind of sit the best. I'm going to pinch this wire. This is a really stiff 24 gauge wire, which is why you're not having success bending it. So if you've ever worked with raw brass, this is here because Jenny.
That's probably not why
It's
I'm
probably here because
probably me.
Jenny left it. I'm going to call her and say, I don't like your
Come
brass.
get your wire.
Come get your brass wire. The brass wire is super hard to turn.
It is, yeah. It's not very malleable. It just kind of ugh.
Just, yeah. All right, I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I was.
Yeah, I did think it was hard wrapping that.
Yeah, brass is super brittle too. Like it'll snap on you and then you get frustrated. Brass is gorgeous. You can get brass at like hardware stores, honestly. You can go in and get brass wire, but it is a beast to work with. So if you're not exactly sure what your
B word,
yeah, a beast to work with. If you're not really sure how to do wire working or wrapping or anything like that, you can go in and check that out and see the beast of brass. Get some and try it out. Trying to decide if I like this. Same thing. I need thread and needle to do what I want to do. But I want those 3 coming out the bottom. I want them to sit correctly. I actually really like this too for your key fob. All of this can connect to there for your key fob.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to use the ladybugs and have them look like they are dancing on leaves and flowers.
Cute.
So you're creating it. Oh, I like what you're doing. You're creating it off screen, but I like what you're doing.
And all I've done is
I know what you're doing.
tie them into a
I need thread and needle
and
also.
actually, oh man, I jacked something up here.
What did you mess up, Anna?
Well, I got my
Threads twisted.
Yeah.
I saw that just now.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm putting thread on a needle, and I'm going to do the dagger flower with a ladybug, I think.
There we go. Yeah. Thinking dagger flower too.
I'm actually really excited for all the
Oh,
daggers that you've
super.
added to the site because they're really quite simple to work with and they add a lot to the look of it.
Yeah, they make, I mean, you don't have to try very hard to make a gorgeous design with them.
Okay, I'm going to move the pliers back since we have given up
We
on the
give it
brass
up on the
wire.
working.
Okay, and I'm
Give
going to
me
use
some
some
of
more of the
those
daggers.
pearls. Yeah,
Do.
get a whole strand of these pearls.
These dagger colors are absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that there's kind of a variety. I like these smaller ones in it. They're
They were kind of mixed in. I was like, just leave them because you know sometimes you only need 1 or 2 for something. So
I like I like when you're doing something to look organic that you actually have the different sizes of daggers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take advantage of that and actually use some of the smaller ones in whatever combo I have. So let's see. I need 2 more.
Yeah, it adds that. That variation of the leaf or petal like you normally would. Yeah, like you would in nature.
All right. So here is the petals that Anna was trying to accomplish with wire, and I switched to thread and needle. Okay, here we go. Tying that off, and I'm tying it off at the bottom here. There we go. So what are you wearing tomorrow to the symphony, Anna?
Do
you know?
I do. I have a black dress with gold sequins on it.
Nice.
In like a floral pattern, yeah.
Oh, fun. You're good. So it goes with your sparkly nails.
Oh, I'm going to redo these nails because these will not go with the dress and it'll be terrible.
I am so...
I don't take any excuse to dress up.
Tomorrow, a bunch of the Potomacbeads staff, we are all going to the Maryland Symphony Orchestra. So we're going out for dinner and then we are going to see the orchestra. We have a beautiful theater here in town, and our state orchestra, actually, it's the home to the state orchestra.
Wow.
So this is
Oh, I
where they
did
are
know
housed
that.
in,
Yes,
they're
yes.
housed in Hagerstown.
Yes,
So
I knew
because of
somebody who used to
that,
play in it. Yeah.
yeah, we have the Maryland State Symphony right here, and we are going tomorrow as we go in and do this. All right, look at my flower, which has the ladybug in the middle.
Oh, that's
She's
adorable.
super cute. It's hard
That's
to see the
adorable.
different colors. And then what I was going to do is around her or him, they can be either. I'm going to put the seed beads to wrap around. And because I want a little bit more color around the interior of it. 5, 6, 7. What do I have on here? 7. That might work. Let's see. So treating, because I have the petals there as a base, I'm going to go around the piece here. Yeah, that's one more than I need, so that works. And add in the seed beads. I could actually add in the rounds too. That Anna's using the pearls would be a pretty color combo.
Oh, yeah.
And then another one here. The daggers can be used, and saying that she likes watching, seeing us work with them. They can be used in so many variations. Anytime that you see the bottom of anything, you can use a dagger, basically, is the long short of it. So if you ever go through a bead and you're trying to go through and like take the beads and wrap around a bead, if you ever have it that it's kind of off, like you need 7 on one side and 6 on the other, just put 1 on one side with 6, 1 on 7, and then what I'm going to do is go back through all of them and pull it into a continuous circle. So the sides may not equally match the number of beads that you're doing, but that, yeah, it doesn't matter. So how would I keep the petals from flopping? Good question. So along the back, you have to either take your thread or put something back there to stabilize. So you got these forms, think Dahlia pendant. You have the forms in the kit here. So Anna's working with the form right now. I'm going to attach to the form to push the daggers up.
Yeah, and you can also go around them in the back with like 15 O's or something.
Or do like this, literally. You can take the thread around and tuck it around. This is not what I want to do. But yeah, you can do actually the pendant from the subscription box.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why am I just showing that?
So you can see here, I took seed beads and went basically behind the piece and forced it to sit up by putting more beads behind them and then held them in place right there.
Yeah.
So, but my idea was then I was going to take Anna's heart pendant right here and
cute,
and attach it to this around the form. And see, look, it already right away, I just looped around one time. It already is like a cute little
it's actually really cute
hair tie or little key fob.
You are all about the key fob.
I know, I am. Probably because I can never, it's something different. And it's that holiday season where I start to think like, all right, I've given people jewelry like all the time. So
here's a good question for our audience, and just if anybody wants to post on Facebook too. What other than jewelry are you interested in learning how to make? Like key fobs, light pulls, light switch pulls are something that's been floating around. Bookmarks, like what?
Napkin rings.
Yeah, like
which can be any bracelet.
Exactly, just a little bracelet, really. But yeah, like what other things do you like to make, or do you want to learn how to make other than jewelry?
Good question.
Beads, of course.
With beads. We've got a couple beads.
Yeah, we want to use those.
We've got a lot of beads. Yeah, but it's an interesting idea and concept of thinking if you've not thought about it before. It's like, oh, wait, but I can use the same technique and I just made here something to go on the front of a present in like no time whatsoever. Yeah, Christmas ball covers, hair sticks, bookmarks, sun catchers.
Yeah, all kinds of fun things.
And Amanda, welcome to. She said she's a newbie. She loves all all that you do, but I'm intimidated. I have no idea where to start.
Oh,
Start with 2 needles.
intimidated.
Don't be intimidated. You can watch us fail repeatedly.
That's the wrong place to start, is intimidation.
Yeah. So, that wire again. I've got this stiff wire, but I'm going to use the wire. No, I'm not. I don't want to use the wire. Give me a different. Do I have a silver wire that's thinner? I think I don't because I've used.
You never have in there what I'm looking for.
I know. All right. What do I have? 24
And it's probably
gauge.
because whatever I'm looking for is something you're using on a bead on a board somewhere.
I know it
So
is.
it's not. Yeah. I was looking for a thread zap the other day and I was like, oh, it's not in here. And I was like, oh no, it's because she's using it, of
Yeah.
course.
So I'm putting my ladybug on here to the bottom of some 24 gauge wire. You can do this with seed beads too. And I'm going to put on my sides of my ladybug. I'm showing you with wire because I don't have time to thread my second needle. You're going with wire, crystal wire. And then I'm going to go with seed bead, crystal seed bead. Let's see if my ladybugs will allow me to do this, that they're going to sit on this cute little kid's bracelet that I'm making for Christmas. Let's see if I can do it. It might not work. I need 26 gauge. Let's see. Oh, it's close. And then what you're going to do is crisscross through a bead. So we don't carry carabiners. That's a good question.
Well,
We should get, yeah. We used to have
Well,
some.
I don't know.
We used to
I
have
thought we-
keychains.
We had keychains.
And we have some
we
big
had-
lobster clasps.
Yeah.
So look at that. So you did beads on the side, then you crisscross through a center bead. Then you do, once again, beads on the side. This is called right angle weave, but it's 2 needle right angle weave. So Amanda, if you look on our YouTube channel, we have better beater episodes of how to create. And the first thing I always do is say, pick a project that you want to make and you like the look of it. Because sometimes people will pick a project because somebody tells them to start with it. And then you realize, oh man.
But if you don't like it, if you're not into it,
then you're not
gonna-
inspired to finish.
Yeah, you have no motivation.
Yep. Yeah,
Like
so
an actor. What is your motivation?
what are you motivated by? So this here,
Not
again,
this
you just
broad.
put beads on either side. You can do this with needles and thread. That's what I would recommend it as. And then you crisscross through. One needle goes through one bead one way. One needle goes through the bead the other way. And this is also with wire like this. You can use 26 gauge is what I would use, or 28 gauge. And you just made a bunch of napkin rings to go on to
Congratulations.
congratulations. So you won napkin rings.
You won a napkin
But this
ring.
can go on to your Thanksgiving table then. And you can do the fancy napkin rings. I've always wanted to have like a actual fancy dinner. I've never been a member of at somebody's house, like
Never.
a fancy dinner. You have no
They make me
desire to like
nervous.
get dressed up and like
No.
have a fancy dinner.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we yeah, like at the holidays and everything.
You
Or
guys,
if you go for tea at a friend's
how often do you go to tea at friends' houses?
I used to.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
not like
I don't.
well, there was an older woman that I knew that I would go and like she had the
The tea
the
spread.
whole thing. Yeah.
That's fun and cool, and I'm a little jealous. So I have never
I mean, I
gone to
don't
tea.
see that these days.
The closest I get is baby showers and bridal showers.
Yeah.
But I'm at the point now where it's like
you have like your
I don't
cute
have
your
baby-
tea sandwiches
yeah.
and everything. Yeah.
I don't have these are cool like this actually. If you look, you can put them opposite
Oh, yeah,
ways.
that's fun.
I want to create a fancy. I need to go to a fancy. Maybe I need to host. I don't want to host it because then it becomes a little bit like
Then it's a job.
work. Then it's a job.
Yeah.
Or like you have people that they're like, oh yeah, I just got a caterer to come and cater my event. Like what? People actually do that? I'm getting money for that.
Some people.
I know. All right.
I want
There you
some
go.
15-Os.
You just put one on one side, one on the other
Can I
side.
cheat and get some 15-Os?
You can cheat and get some 15-Os. They're not
Just 'cause I need
here.
to show.
Make sure to put those back. They're part of my angel. Okay.
There you go.
Now I'm going to go.
Going on over there.
Thanks. That's my angel that I'm working on. All right.
Oh, did I put it on the wrong thing? Yeah. I thought it was over here. But
Oh, those are other projects too that I'm working on. One is a key fob of Cheryl's.
Oh.
So here is your next project as well. So see how you can have fun with that same right angle weave 2 needle? You can do all kinds of stuff. This is 24 gauge wire that I'm working with. Kind of looks like a butterfly. Doesn't it look like a
It
butterfly
does,
like
yeah.
that? think if I would have gone in at the top here too, you can use these as little butterfly wings. The daggers are perfect for butterfly wings too. I like what you've got going on. Move it more here. I'll try to see if I can move you a little bit more to the center.
So I don't know if this is going to really work the way I want it to, but this is just like kind of the start of something. But
I like it. You've got, did you brick stitch that all?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you're quick. And then you're creating a little bit of gold cluster at the bottom.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go around and maybe outline them with gold or do something. Yeah, and then have something else hang. I could put the daggers in there, or these might be kind of fun hanging down. I thought maybe doing another layer of these and then have this come down like this.
Those are cool. It's like a cascading little thing.
Yeah. If I did these leaves cascading down, I could connect them with some seed beads to accent that like argyle pattern.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So, yeah, these would be nice earrings. Nice earrings for the fall.
I'm stealing the 15-0s, which I could not believe that I could get on this head pin. But I wanted to see how these beads sat. So these are those twisted nugget beads. And this one is just separated out by two 15-0s so you can see them. And this reminds me of 3 boxes ago, maybe. We had, you had some check glass nuggets in there that were also matte.
Okay.
And they had a little bit of they were a dark brown, and they had a little bit of like a vitriol coating on them every once in a while. And I made earrings that I wear that are just 3 drops, 3 beads.
Yes, those.
Yeah, and that's what this reminds me of.
On the site.
This reminds me of that, where it's just the beads are so unique looking that you don't need to do anything to them.
Yeah.
You just take this and go like this. So we do lives on YouTube. We do live the second Friday of every month at 1 o'clock. On Facebook, we are 1 o'clock on Tuesdays. And on Twitch, we are 1 o'clock on Thursdays. So Tuesday is often Twitch as well, too. But Tuesday, 1 o'clock YouTube. Thursday, 1 o'clock on Twitch. And then, Tuesday, Facebook. Thursday, Twitch. And Friday is once a month on YouTube as well, too. So also, Amanda, if you haven't yet, join our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. If you join the Facebook group there for beading and jewelry making, you can interact with a lot of the people watching here, ask those questions about how to get started. It is an amazing group. Potomac beaders are awesome at helping each other and inspiring each other, inspiring us. And it is really, really easy to go through it. On the new website, will you be able to search patterns by difficulty?
Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
At least
you will.
according to my logic.
According to Anna's logic, you'll be able to search
Which
videos.
I'm expecting to get corrected on.
Yeah. You can say,
fully,
this is never going to take me 3
as
hours.
I'm doing this, I'm like, some people are going to
Debate you.
Yeah, definitely give me a hard time about this.
Yes. So you will be able to sort the videos by beads that you want to use. You'll be able to sort. Now, this might be about 2 weeks down the road, 2 to 3 weeks.
Me a while.
We're going through all of our videos and doing this. So we are doing videos by bead that you'll be able to sort by, videos by length of time they may take, videos by complexity, as well as you can now sort beads based on color and shape and size and all of that good stuff. So the filters on this site and the search index on this site are amazing. So it is so good to do that and have the opportunity to be able to make it easier for you to learn and to search and to see what you've got. So super excited.
I'm not being consistent, but...
All right. Well, we're going to head off anyway.
Yeah.
So if you want to join us, we've got, so with the new site going live on Tuesday, we've got a lot to do. And with the holidays coming up, also our head graphic designer, Nick, will be here from Canada on Monday. So I've got a full week of some photo shoots and planning out deals and discounts and promotions and figuring out new sites. And also... for the patterns too, you'll be able to, I just saw that Chris commented, you'll also be able to search on the site by the designer as well as the video,
So
who the video is by.
So you can weed out all mine.
So if you're like, I love Anna's patterns, I want to just search for
Man,
Anna.
she's a terrible teacher.
Or vice
I want
versa.
just ones that Allie has taught, but Anna's
But
designed.
as Anna has designed. Or vice versa. If you want to see some of the ones by Chris, you want to see ones by Bridget or by Marissa, you'll be able to search on the website for different ones that are coming up too. So super fun to go in and create all of those new features, but they do take some. So search. Yeah, the search feature is great. Thanks, Dee. I know Dee got a little preview of the backside. We're still making leaps and bounds with it.
I'm really trying to make work with these, and
I like that this looks like a bee. It
Yeah.
like right away makes me think of a bee. Working with those.
I like this. I'd like to add some seed beads and like a fluffy yellow color.
Yeah, I think we underplay cup buttons sometimes, so that's fun to
Yeah.
use. All right, da 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 da. Yeah, Chris will get her own page. Exactly. You can search for it and see. Those pages will be coming, but the filter will be there before the pages where you can go on and see any of the designers, other projects that they've made. So if you want to see what Dina has done, if you want to see what Marissa has done, Anna, Bridget, Teresa, because she does more complicated projects, and you say, hey, I really love those complicated projects, chances are Teresa has more. My trash can is missing. I know, everybody knows from yesterday too.
I was trying to be helpful and
you just
clean up.
throw it in a bin.
No, I
So,
can't do that.
all right,
I
I
make a
need
little pile.
we are going to get back to work. This was fun to work with the subscription box. I'm also going to a parent-teacher conference for my first grader. And Bella at school, I was like, oh, I forgot I have parent-teacher conference day. She's like, what are they going to tell you? She knows all of her alphabets and she writes her sevens backwards. I was like, yes, they are going to
You
tell
already
me
know.
that she writes her sevens backwards and that she knows her alphabet and what she can help and lean on. Every parent-teacher conference for my kid in first grade, other than one of them, which we were like problem solving and thinking, and it's the same teacher that has had all of them. So Mrs. McCarthy is probably like, oh, this one's so much easier than the one two ago. Poor Everett always says, he's like, I always think that the teachers aren't going to like me because they have Hudson first. And I'm like, and then they have Everett, who's like easy and sweet and gentle. And then they followed up with Mimi, who's creative and whatnot. So all of those are easy.
So funny.
But yeah, you throw that bad, like there's been one that Everett didn't have the same teacher as Hudson. And I was like, she was like, I'm not taking another Buckman. There's no more. She saw the last name and she's like, yep, I'm not taking that one. So thank you guys so much for joining in and hanging out with us. We will be live on Tuesday, and then we have a live sale. Not this coming is this coming Tuesday? Thanksgiving? Is this Thanksgiving? Well, Cheryl and I did this week.
Yeah.
So we are Thanksgiving week. Not this coming Tuesday, but Tuesday the 21st, Thanksgiving week. Anna and I are going live, and we have the coolest products to show you. So mark your calendars for Tuesday the 21st.
I got a whole bunch of new ones waiting for Nathan to add them by his desk that he doesn't probably know about.
I have all the Athena Cast products.
Yeah.
That came in. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Anna's doing a great job of cleaning up as we sign off. If you do want to get the subscription box, go on over to Potomacbeads.com, hit that subscription tabs and get either the kit box, which we just showed, as well as the treasure box, which we were working with. So thanks guys for tuning in. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.